What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going over 5 ways to make major profit as a high level using combat. This is the second video for high levels, so if you did not see the first one, make sure to check that out. We have also had many videos for mid levels and one video for low levels. If you're interested in seeing those and what monsters make profit, check out the links in the description. If you guys enjoy this video, leave a like as it tells me I should keep making these types of videos, and subscribe to the channel to help us reach 5K subscribers and so you can see when I post new videos each week. If you have a monster in mind that you want to see tested, let me know in the comment section and I will add it to the next video. In this video, I'm going to mention a few methods that you probably do not know make major profit, so make sure to watch the whole video. Let's get started into the video. The first monster we're going to do is a powerful wildy boss. We will be doing Vetion. Vetion is a very slept on wildy boss, meaning the majority of the game does not do Vetion or know much about it. It makes major bank and is well worth doing. The monster can be safe spotted a couple of different ways, but since this is not an in-depth guide on Vetion, I will not be explaining them in detail. To do Vetion, I would recommend at least 85 plus strength in attack and defense, because it will make you get faster kills, but lower stats would work as well. You'll just get less per hour, and of course higher stats will make you more money per hour. You will also need to use protect from melee, so 43 plus prayer would be nice. The gear we'll be using includes the Nadesnot helm for melee damage and also for prayer bonuses, the Salve Amulet E for faster kills, the Mythic Cape because it has a high crush bonus and Vetion is weak to crush, an Honorable Blessing, the Vigorous Chain Mace because Vetion is weak to crush, and also because the Vigorous Chain Mace has a boost in the wilderness, but do keep in mind it also requires 1000 Revenant Ether to charge it, which will be lost upon death. I also have Initiate Armor for prayer bonuses, Rune Boots, Rune Gloves, and the Explorer's Ring for an extra prayer bonus. In the inventory we have 3 Super Restore Potions, 1 Super Combat Potion, 3 Ceradomin Brews to Tick Eat if we get PK'd, 1 Black D'hide Top to stop PKers from freezing us easily, a Royal Seed Pod for a 1-click level 30 teleport, teleport tabs to our house to get there and also to leave when our inventory is full, a stamina potion to run there and run away if we get PK'd, and the rest is Manta Rays. You can also use potatoes with cheese that are cheaper, or you can use sharks as well. If you do not have a jewelry box in your house that can teleport to the Corporal Beast, bring a games necklace instead of house teleport tabs. Keep in mind that this is not an in-depth guide on Vetion, and if you do want an in-depth guide, let me know in the comments and I will make one in the near future. Once you are ready and geared up, go ahead and teleport to your house to use the games necklace in your jewelry box. If you do not have a jewelry box, simply use a games necklace instead of the teleport tabs. Teleport to the Corporal Beast. And then we're going to exit through the cave exit, and remember you are in the wilderness, so do be prepared to be PK'd because it is possible. Some people camp outside the cave and will attack you right away. And then you're going to run north. There's actually a PK right there. Should be okay, seems to just be killing Ents, but then just run north. And you're going to run up until you get to a dwarf cave, and we're going to use that cave for the safe spot, that's why I'm mentioning it. And keep in mind, the safe spot is a little glitchy. Sometimes Vetion will come off. Oh, someone's actually here, just logged out. But there's the cave. That's where we're going to use the safe spot. Drink your stamina potion. Run over to where Vetion is. I actually had to hop worlds, but all you're going to do is you're going to run over here to this cave after Vetion aggro's onto you. Protect from melee just in case. I turn my run off and I walk down these tiles. Make sure you start on that top tile that I started on. But you're going to want to just walk down these tiles as Vetion follows you. And you see these tiles that I marked on the left. You're going to want to walk down to this tile, the last one after the last rock. And then you're going to walk up. You're going to walk underneath Vetion and push him to the right. Walk under him again until he moves to the right. Walk under him. Okay, so see how he moves to the right? It will glitch sometimes, so you will have to reset him, but it shouldn't be an issue. Just stand next to him, and you can safe spot him now because he is stuck. Once you get him to about half health, 2 skeleton hellhounds will spawn. Just simply attack them and pray protect from melee, and kill them, and then go back to killing Vetion. Once you kill Vetion's purple phase, he will respawn and turn orange. You just do the same thing, kill the skeletal hellhounds, and then kill him again. Vetion is relatively easy once you safe spot him, and as long as you don't get PK'd often, you will make major bank. The drops that Vetion has are the Rune Pickaxe, the Rune Two-Handed Sword, the Ancient Staff, the Dragon Two-Handed Sword, Chaos Runes, Death Runes, Blood Runes, Cannonballs, Uncut Ruby and Diamond, Gold Ore, Magic Logs, Oak Planks, Dragon Bones, Uncut Dragonstones, Mortmire Fungus, and 100 Grimy Renarweeds. Also, it can drop coins, Dark Crabs, Super Restores, Sandfuse Serums, Ogre Coffin Keys, Super Compost, Dark Fishing Bait, Palm Tree Seed, U Seed, Magic Seed, a Long Bone, Skeleton Champion Scroll, a Curved Bone, and an Elite Clue Scroll. The main reason people camp Vetion, other than the pet of course, is because it can drop the Dragon Pickaxe, which is worth 5.2 mil, and the Ring of the Gods, which is worth 18.2 mil. The average drop at Vetion is worth 126k, and Vetion has around 10 drops that are more than 100k. If you do Vetion, you will average 1 to 1.5 mil GP an hour, and if you get good drops, you will get well over 2 mil GP an hour. The next monster is another powerful boss that lives in the desert. This boss is the Cowfight Queen. In order to do the Cowfight Queen with max efficiency, it would be better if you have completed the Desert Achievement Diary and also have 86 agility, so you do not have to bring 2 ropes and you can use the agility shortcut. But if you have not done it, that is fine. I have also not done it, and I would still recommend doing Cowfight Queen. You should have 85 plus combat skills and 70 prayer if you plan on soloing, but if you do plan on duoing Cowfight, you can have slightly lower stats. The gear varies for Cowfight Queen, especially if you've completed the diary, but we will be using our max DPS melee gear. We're using the Helm of Nadasnot, which can be supplemented for the Serpentine Helm or the Slayer Helm if you are on task, but we will be taking a sip of antidote before leaving, so we do not need the Serp Helm. We also have the Fire Cape, the Amulet of Torture, the Unholy Blessing, an Abyssal Bludgeon because the first phase of the Cowfight Queen is weak to Crush. We also have the Bandos Chestplate and Tassets, Primordial Boots, Barrow's Gloves, and the Berserker Ring imbued. In the inventory, we have a Bandos God Sword to lower the KQ's stats, but you could also use a Dragon Warhammer and a Dragon Defender. We also have our range switch, which is the Blowpipe, Necklace of Anguish, Guthix D'Hide top and bottom, Ava's Assembler, and Guthix D'Hide boots, which could be swapped for Pegasian boots. We also have 1 prayer potion because we probably won't get more than 1 kill per trip at our level without the diary, 1 super combat potion, 1 ranging potion, 2 ropes to climb down because we do not have the diary completed, 1 antidote to sip before we go, 1 stamina potion to sip before we go, the Drayman Staff to teleport there, Rune Pouch with runes to teleport to our house, and the rest is Manta Rays. We will be using the Fairy Ring in our house to teleport there. If you do not have access to Fairy Rings, just use a Glory to Alcarid and run to the lair. Once you are geared and ready, sip your antidote and sip your stamina potion. Quickly bank both of them, pull out some more food, and then teleport to your house. I'm teleporting to my house because that is where my fairy ring is. If you do not have one in your house, go to the nearest one, and then go to destination BIQ, and that'll teleport you to the Cowfight area. This is where we are, so you can teleport to Alcarid and run down using the ticket and run through right here. You can run through with your Shanty Pass. But anyways, this is where we are, and you run over to this dungeon sign. Okay, there's already a rope on here, but normally you would use your rope. Bring 2 ropes anyways, because it's likely that you won't be on a world where there's a rope already. And then you're going to run south. You're going to run around the entire tunnel. And as you can see, there's an agility spot right there that requires 86 agility, and you can use it if you've unlocked the diary and if you have 86 agility, but we do not have that, so we will run all the way around. It shouldn't take too long. That is why we sip the stamina potion so we don't lose our run energy. You will get attacked by these Cowfight soldiers, but they are not very strong, so you should not have to worry about them too much. Additionally, if you did do the Lumbridge and Drainer diary, you do not have to use the Drayman Staff when you go to the Fairy Rings, so that's an extra inventory spot that you can put food with. Before we go in there, there's this little section right here you can check, but first make sure you have your Protect from Melee and Piety as your quick prayer, and you're going to peek through this. You peek down and see no adventures inside the lair. Okay, so we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and use our rope on the tunnel entrance and climb down. We're going to drink our pots, and we're going to run over to where the Cowfight's first phase is. So we're going to go ahead and put on our BGS, and put on our specs, and we're just going to dump them onto KQ. And KQ will hit hard with its range hits. Oh, actually not Protect from Melee, Protect from Magic. That's why we're getting destroyed so much. Whoops. So go ahead and attack the Cowfight Queen, and just keep attacking it, and we'll get its first phase down. You will get attacked by the other ones. You can sometimes lure them so they get stuck like that. Once you kill the first phase, go ahead and switch to your range gear, and then click underneath the Cowfight when it pops up orange. And you want to click it while it is spawning, and the reason for this is you will get an attack before it gets its first attack, and that'll help you kill it faster. After that, you just simply kill the Cowfight Queen, pick up its loot, teleport to your house, re-gear, and you redo the process. Killing the Cowfight Queen can be fun to try to get the pet and also get the KQ head for the diary, while also making you some good money per hour. The Cowfight Queen does not have any major, notable, and expensive drops, but it does drop around 68k per kill. The items it drops includes monkfish, sharks, dark crabs, a Ceridome brew, prayer potions, a super restore potion, a super combat potion, a ranging potion, an anti-poison potion, 10 battle staffs, a rune chain body, red d'hide body, rune knives P++, lava battle staff, dragon chain body, and the dragon two-handed sword. It also drops death runes, blood runes, mithril arrows, rune arrows, and it can also drop 25 of the following herbs: toadflax, renar weeds, snapdragons, and toadstools. The last 3 are also worth over 200k a drop. The Cowfight Queen drops seeds like the toadstool seed, watermelon seed, papaya tree seed, palm tree seed, and the magic seed. It can drop runite bars, buckets of sand, gold ore, magic logs, uncut emeralds, uncut rubies, uncut diamonds, wines of Zamorak, potato cactus, coins, grapes, weapon poison, and cactus spines. Most people camp Cowfight Queen to pet hunt, and the rarest items are the KQ head, which is needed for the elite desert diary, an elite clue scroll, a jar of sand worth just under a mil, and of course the Cowfight Princess, which is the pet. If you kill the Cowfight Queen, you will make just under a mil per hour, and if you do have max stats, you will make more than a mil an hour. Overall, Cowfight Queen is a boss that's super easy to do, and it is actually pretty fun. The next method I can almost guarantee most high levels have never thought of doing, or even really know what it is. It is killing the green dragons in the Myths Guild. This also requires the completion of the Dragon Slayer 2 quest, and I would recommend 85 plus melee stats to make it more efficient. This method can be looked at multiple ways. It can be seen as an easy AFK profit if you have the same gear as me. It can be seen as a great, easy way to rebuild if you don't have gear like this, and it can also be looked at as a way to fund your prayer and crafting experience, as the green dragons drop dragon bones and green d'hide. I will be using basically max melee DPS gear with some good defensive stats to deny getting hit. I'm using the Helm of Nadasnot, the Fire Cape, Unholy Blessing, Bandos Chestplate and Tassets, the Dragonfire Shield, because with the Defender you do have to use anti-fire potions, the Dragon Hunter Lance, which can easily be replaced by the Whip or even a Dragon Scimitar, Primordial Boots, a Berserker Ring, and Barrow's Gloves. Keep in mind you could use any welfare setup as well, but with my gear you will get the most money per hour. In the inventory we have a 1 dose Divine Combat Potion, 1 Lobster to heal the Divine Potion, and a Mythic Cape to get to the Myth Guild, which can be bought on the 3rd level for 10k. Once you are ready, go ahead and use your Mythical Cape and teleport. This will take you to the Myth Guild, enter the Mythic Statue, and then head southwest. Run past the red dragons, and then run over here where the blue dragons are, and then there will be the 2 green dragons right here, and you're going to stand in between. Drink your divine potion, eat your lobster, and then begin killing them. It'll go extremely fast with the lance, and this is all you do. You kill both of them, and then you run out, or actually you teleport using the cape, and then you run up to the bank, up the stairs, and then you come back and you repeat once you get a full inventory. Look, I just 2-hit that dragon. That's how fast it is. This is extremely fast, and you get a lot of bones from doing it as well, and a lot of dragon hides. The green dragons have very little drops worth picking up. They always drop dragon bones and green d'hide, but they can also drop an adamant full helm, a rune dragger, nature runes, law runes, grimy renar weeds and other herbs, insult dragon heads and adamant ore, and also a hard clue scroll. If you find yourself getting a lot of the lesser armor drops, you can also start bringing high elks with you as well. Using the gear I am using, you can average around 200 kills per hour, making the green dragons at the Myth Guild at least 900k GP an hour, which is actually insane when you consider the only other green dragons are in the wilderness, and you get PK'd a lot when you do those green dragons. The next monster is one of my personal favorites, and likely the favorite of many people trying to rebuild. It is Vorkath. Vorkath is an extremely profitable boss, but it is also locked behind completing the Dragon Slayer 2 quest. Also, you do need either the Fremenic Boots 4 from the diary or a player-owned house with a Lunar Isle teleport in it for the fastest travel and banking. Or you need to move your house to Relica or use a water birth teleport in your house. We will be using the Lunar Isle teleport in my house because I do not have the boots yet, and it is the fastest way to bank and get to Vorkath without the boots. I would highly recommend at least 90 range, 70 defense, and 70 prayer if possible, but like all of the methods, you can do with lower stats, but you will not get as good of results. The gear I'm using is for the range method, and I am using Full Void, which can be upgraded to Elite Void, but Void is still the best for Vorkath, the Salve Amulet EI, which is the best amulet for Vorkath, the Ava's Assembler, the Archer's Ring Imbued, Guthix d'hide Boots, which can be upgraded to Bagasian Boots, the Dragonfire Ward, which can be replaced with just the regular Anti-Fire Shield, the Dragon Hunter Crossbow, which is the best weapon for money per hour, but you can also use the Blowpipe or switch to melee and use your best DPS gear in the Dragon Hunter Lance. I'm using just diamond bolts because it is easier to manage, but you should technically use ruby bolts to start out your kills and switch to diamond bolts about halfway through the kill to get the best DPS. In the inventory we have 3 prayer potions, 1 super extended anti-fire potion, 1 raging potion, 1 anti-venom potion, manta rays, Karamblans to tick eat, and a rune pouch with law runes, dust runes, and chaos runes to use the crumble undead spell on the zombified spawns, and also teleport to our house in between trips. I am not going to go super in depth on Vorkath, so I do recommend you watch a guide on how to properly do Vorkath. It is actually quite simple, but if you want me to make an ultimate noobs guide on it, let me know in the comment section and I will make that happen. Once you are ready, teleport to your house, because we will be using the Lunar Isle teleport that we have in our house. This is also how we'll be rebanking and regearing. So let's say we finish our inventory, we have a couple kills, or we just got 1 kill depending. We teleport to our house, we would drink from here. We would enter the Lunar Isle teleport portal in our house. And then once we enter it, there's a bank right here. We would right click and click bank if we wanted to bank, but since we do not want to bank, we're going to talk to this guy, and he's going to kick us off the island because we are a Fremennik, and he's going to kick us off here. So this is the quickest way to get there without the Fremennik boots 4. So this is how we would be doing it. So to get to Vorkath, you're going to run up here to the northeast, travel with Torfin, and then you'll be right here, which is where the start of the, or not the start of, but about halfway through the Dragon Slayer quest where you fight Vorkath, and then turn on your Protect from Range and Eagle Eye, or Rigor if you have it, and then enter, hop over, run towards Vorkath, drink your potions, your anti-fire and your ranging potion, poke Vorkath, run back, and then begin fighting him. I'm not going to explain any more of the mechanics on Vorkath, so I recommend that you look up how to do Vorkath if you are new to it, because it will take a little bit of learning. If you want me to make an in-depth guide on how to do Vorkath and how to melee him or use the blowpipe as well, let me know in the comment section and I will make that happen. Vorkath always drops 2 superior dragon bones and 2 blue dragon hides, but it also has other valuable drops like the rune longsword, rune kite shield, battle staffs, dragon battle axe, dragon longsword, dragon plate legs, dragon plate skirt, chaos runes, death runes, wrath runes, 25 to 30 noted blue dragon hide, green dragon hide, red dragon hide, and black dragon hide. Vorkath can also drop dragon bolts unfinished, dragon dart tips, dragon stone bolt tips, onyx bolt tips, rune dart tips, dragon arrow tips, diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire bolt tips, and many different seeds. The more profitable ones being snapdragon, torstol, renar, yew, magic, dragon fruit, celestris, and redwood seeds, as well as the Vorkath head, which you can use on your Ava's accumulator, also the elite clue scroll. Additionally, Vorkath can drop adamant ore, coins, grapes, magic logs, manta rays, dragon bones, diamonds, dragon stones, and the wrath talisman. The reason people camp Vorkath, other than the incredible Vorky pet and jar of decay, are the expensive draconic visage drop worth 5 mil and the skeletal visage drop worth 28 mil. The average drop from a Vorkath kill is 145k, and if you use the Dragon Hunter crossbow, you can make up to 3.5 mil an hour. But if you are newer to Vorkath, it is more likely you will make closer to 3 mil an hour, making Vorkath one of the best ways to make money with combat. The final monster is a boss that I do quite frequently. It is Bandos. Bandos is a high-level boss that can be soloed, duoed, or even done with a group. I would highly recommend duoing or trioing Bandos because if you choose to solo Bandos, you will likely only get a few kills per trip. I do have an ultimate noobs guide on how to do Bandos in depth, so I will put that in the description if you guys are interested. If you plan on doing Bandos, I would recommend you complete the Edgar's Ruse quest, so you can teleport to Trollheim, and I would also recommend base 90 combat stats and 70 prayer to do Bandos. But other than that, the basic requirements for Bandos is you need to have started the Troll Stronghold quest to enable you to walk through the Ice God Wars area, and you also need 70 strength to push a boulder to enter the God Wars area. If you are duoing or trioing, the stats can change, but refer to my in-depth guide in the description for more information. I will be soloing Bandos for the sake of this video, and the gear I've decided to use is full Justiciar because I want to be as tanky as possible to get hit as little as possible. I'm also using the Guardian Boots, the Ring of Suffering, and the Amulet of Fury as more defensive armor over DPS armor. I also have the Fire Cape, Barrow's Gloves, and an Unholy Blessing because you need to be wearing one Zamorak item so the Zamorakian minions do not attack you. You can swap out the Justiciar for a Carol's Top and Bandos Tassets, as well as a Serp Helm or Nade's Knot Helm instead, but it really just depends on how high your stats are and what works best for you. In the inventory I have the Dragon Warhammer as my spec web, but you can also use the Bandos God Sword. I have a Super Combat Potion, 4 Super Restore Potions, 2 Ceradome and Bruise for when I really need to ticky, Bones to Peaches to heal from the minions' bones, and a rune pouch with teleport to house runes and teleport to Trollheim runes. I will not be explaining everything in detail as I have an in-depth guide in the description, but once you are ready, teleport to Trollheim, go through the entrance, get 40 KC from killing goblins, enter the Bandos area, and then the hardest part, hop until you find an empty world. I probably hopped around 40 worlds before I actually found one. Then, when you are ready, enter the room, pray protect from melee and piety, and spec Bandos. Then attack Bandos 2 times and walk underneath him and heal when needed. Then kill all 3 minions and repeat the process. Bandos can be extremely profitable if you get one of the main 3 drops. Bandos can drop the Bandos Tassets, which are worth 30 mil, the Bandos Chestplate worth 20 mil, and the Bandos Hilt worth 11.7 mil. If you are duoing and trioing, you can also profit from Bandos Boot drops and the many alchemical drops that Bandos has. Your main profit is going to come from the Bandos items, and you can obviously also get the General Grador pet, which would also be awesome. You can expect to make around 500k an hour if you get no drops from Bandos. If you are duoing or trioing, the money per hour is really going to depend on your RNG and what drops you get. According to the wiki, if you put all the drops into a calculator and you average 15 kills per hour, you will average 2.2 mil GP an hour. That brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to see more of these types of videos. Make sure to leave a suggestion in the comments section if you have a monster that makes major profit for high levels, and I will definitely check it out. If you want a duo or trio or even get a group together and do some PVM together, maybe on one of these bosses, join the Discord in the description and also join the clan chat Hartblitz in-game. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.